is ahead.
To the right, and intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's in! Oh, the jumper pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Back now, pressure coming. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock, as I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
The Giants offense all set to get started. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, Winston lost the football. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Buccaneers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping off that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on the scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Lane switcher, shape shifter, broke grill, plank, so I could build a bank quicker, 8-figure, jet set, way quicker, made if I'm a go to
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again.
63, Giants 6. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's gonna bring up 2nd and 6.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's making a bid for it. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. The lateral goes haywire, fumble. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
The tackle by Kalijah Kancey. A loss of 2.
The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap now to Winston. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And if we're honest, Brock, you and I could have been making dinner plans well before this one wrapped. An absolute show of force to win this one by the margin they did. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.
Yeah. Ran the money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, got bro, call me slow 6 racks on a sweater. My thing I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hating on glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, I ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a baker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. On our pack, this ain't, I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the GOAT. If you don't agree, ask the streets and this 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got tryna snatch out my soul. Running bank pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro call me slow 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hating no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, I ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it.
Seven oh 70 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. We in the water. Free out, make it harder. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. It's 2 a.m. Let's got me loose. From what you say, I'm you. Then I won't give me. Send me your location. Send me your location. I need to know your location. Send me your location.
Where you at, where you been? Taking pictures on the trip with your friends. Bad all, we don't count it, just spend. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. Hundred on our own expense. Only live once, so let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
Welcome to Everbank Stadium, football fans in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. LaQuint Allen to return this. Making some progress here. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. So here are the Jaguars taking over for First time on offense. And bringing them out, a former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson, and even a playoff run in Jacksonville.
He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability, but boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
Okay, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 27. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Now the first carry of the game for the Arizona State rookie. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly, sacks, negative yardage plays, they not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Takes it in at the 26. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Hey, run! Hey, attention.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. This is a heater going deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
He's going to try another deep one here. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead... They're facing third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. On the move, headed right. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. All set now, 1st and 10.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Back to the air, Lawrence escapes the pocket. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
All right, let's go. This side is hot. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Buying some time right. Little off-center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
On red. Son, son.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Catch is made, but he is out of the back of the end zone. Could not get his feet down, partner. This one's going to end up incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Go. Hey, red.
They go play action. Lawrence. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off the turnover on downs. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
Dart now against the blitz. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
Greg Newsome on the coverage defensively.
From the gun, here's Dart. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. The Jaguars send Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. New set of downs from the 37.
Hey, here we go.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. He's dropping deep on this snap. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he's caught. He's got Brown. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And Jacksonville makes a house call. Touchdown. The Jaguars picked up the football and ran it home. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
On his little for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Back to throw, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. Offensive line, this is second and 4.
Second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. The scoreboard reads 13-0. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at second and 4. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down.
Going on first down, it's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson. Second and 6 coming up here.
At the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
Dart going to throw again. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues